So those who know where this road leads to. Thought I'd throw that in there. So here we are picking up from Annie McDermott's storefront in Queen Creek, Arizona, and she let us halter him there. So this is his haltering video, which was really encouraging. How he responded to this. Somebody being up there, like, he's a little wiggly, but he's not like losing it. So I was really encouraged by that. And then this might just help anyone that needs to halter or horse in a chute. So he's got a string attached to the long tab of the halter and just kind of putting it over his nose. And he's not real flinchy with his nose. Like sometimes they throw their head down and they can get really wiggly in there. You just take your time. And then he loops that through the buckle to pull the tab through. It just all kind of helps, and it stops you from like losing your halter on the ground if they fling their head or whatever. If you have a longer like rope attached to it. So this is Ligero. He is a Mustang from Choke Cherry, Utah, and he is my pick for the virtual Extreme Mustang Makeover this year that we just decided to do at the very last minute. And Annie found us this nice horse. He's pretty cool. He's over 15 hands for sure. He's a big guy, and he is coming 8-year-old. But I really like that. Look how nice that is. That's encouraging. So I've never worked with a horse, and Isidora's never worked with a horse from this HMA before. Utah horses can tend to be interesting, and my understanding is this HMA is close to Sulphur HMA, so that's interesting. But so far, this guy has shown us that he's got some cool stuff. So I hope you enjoy this little synopsis of day 1 and 2. The sessions were about an hour each. And so it's just a synopsis. Full length videos with Isidro talking in them are on our Patreon group, and you can join that in the link in the description of this video. Or just hop on patreon.com and search Isidro Espinosa Horsemanship, and you can join there as well. But there will be full length sessions. So this is not your super easy Mustang, so it might be useful for some of you that are dealing with Mustangs that really don't want to be touched, because that's kind of this guy. So what Isito's doing right here is he's just throwing the rope in there, just kind of gauge him. Like, do I have a jumper? How does he handle pressure? And this guy is wicked smart, like wicked smart. Look at this. So he throws a rope, and he learned like super fast how to avoid this rope. So look at how, like, just enough. Didn't freak out. Like, it was so calculated to avoid that rope hitting him. So that's just kind of showing us a little bit about him. Like, he's super smart. And he kind of did it again there. But see, he's not losing it. So he's just telling us about himself. And that's all we're doing right here is he's throwing the rope, kind of getting to know him a little bit. And then he did rope him because I had sat in his pen and kind of did some pressure and release the day before, and he's got about a 10-foot bubble. And so Sitter went ahead and roped him because we really like to get a drag line on him. And I don't do this part. I'm too old for that. I have a very capable husband who can do it, so he does this part for me. And he did rope him, and he's just kind of teaching him to not bolt off, and that's all this is. And Ligero has some ideas about pressure. You can see it rearing up a little bit there, and it gets a little rodeo. I didn't put all the rodeo stuff in this video. It's definitely on the other one. So it got a little wild. This horse is smart though. Like, he's not Like he runs into the panels a little bit and stuff, but he's not like, freaking out and like crashing into him. And he's very engaged, which is super exciting. Like he looks at you. You can see him doing that here. His ears are working. He's looking at you. Like he's very much participating in training, which I really like. He's not letting his fear completely stop him from thinking, and that is a really good trait to have. I have had some people message me and comment that they've had some choke cherries, and they've all been wonderful. So I'm really encouraged by that. I've never even seen a Mustang that looks quite like this guy. Like he's super unique, and very cool, and his mind seems to be pretty awesome. So here Isidro, he doesn't want him, the Ligero doesn't want Isidro on his right side, and so he's trying to get on that right side. So what he's trying to do is flip that rope over and get him to come around. And then he finds the release on the other side, and he does not like that rope on his booty at all. So he's sort of using that by desensitizing him. He almost got me there. I ended up moving. I was standing outside of the panel, and that foot came pretty close to me. And so what he's doing is he's doing a combination of training here by throwing that, getting him used to that rope on his butt, at the same time giving him something that's uncomfortable on this side, and then he gets released from that uncomfortableness when he shows him his right side. So he definitely, this is something that we're gonna have to work on, because he likes to kick when he's has something touching his butt. So this is great. So this is where he finds the release, right? So he got something touching his butt on the other way, and then that's how Citro got him on his side. And so this is him getting some release there. So we didn't get a drag line on him on day one, so we just took the rope off, and in this video shows you how he takes that rope off safely. And so this is day 2, and he went ahead and roped him again. And you could see he's already a lot softer, like he's kind of got opinions about things. And I just love how engaged this horse is. Like he's just like really focused on you. He doesn't care about anything really going on outside too. So that's kind of exciting. I like what he's shown us so far. So I'm curious what color this horse was when he was born, because he has 4 high white socks and a blaze, but he's obviously a flea bitten gray. So Citro got to go in his bubble today. This is day 2, and it's today. This happened this morning, and I'm just making this video now. So I think we're like, I don't know, 2 weeks behind everybody else, at least. Whatever. Is what it is. So this is great. This is his actual like first touch. And I like how he's not flinchy at all. Like he moved his hair. And so I really like that. And in the full length video, Shiddle shows you how he got to this point. It's kind of interesting how he used that rope to get to that point. And then what he wants to do is clip that lead rope onto the halter. And he's so fast. He did it so fast. I would have just fumbled and snapped my finger in there. I'm way more clumsy than he is. So he got the lead rope on there. So now he needs to get that rope off his neck. And we have a little tool that's used to be a stick and string, and the string fell off, and he just put a nail on the end of it and made it into a hook. And it works great. And there he is. He's touching him with it. And then he'll just kind of grab that and pull. And it works great for this. So, like, you don't end up having to spend 5 hours trying to get this rope off of the horse. And he had some opinions about the halter. It does get pretty interesting in the full-length video. That was funny. That really surprised him. He just kind of was like, whoa, what just happened? And so same thing, like switching sides is a big deal. Pressure on the halter is a big deal. But you see how he doesn't want to run over Isidro at all. And he hasn't tried it. He could literally jump out of these panels. These are 6-foot panels, but this horse is huge, so he could jump out of them if he wanted to. But he hasn't shown any inclination to want to jump out, so that's really good. And he's already started eating. Like we have a complete pelleted feed that we feed, and he's already started eating that, which is great. So he's got a lot of like good qualities that I'm really encouraged about. So Citro didn't like this kind of rope. It was too light for him. He's really pulling on him and kind of getting away a little bit. So he switched it. He's got this super heavy weight rope that he uses, and that's what that one is. And I mean, it's heavy, but it gives him a really good purchase and a little bit of weight to it. So he's able to do kind of hang on a little bit more when he's trying to teach him to come off that pressure. So this is how you stop them from bolting. It's like this early on is when they learn not to bolt. So it has to be done like this early, in my opinion, and it saves you so much trouble later on. So you see how engaged he is? I mean, it's just awesome. So he found that release, and he's just like so focused on him, and I really, really like that. So he's just watching him and like just so super focused. So what Isito's doing right now is he's walking back and forth to get him used to, because this is the side that he really didn't want him on, and he's just walking back and forth to get him used to him being on that side. And he's trying to just check here. Are we ready for first touch? Maybe. Oh, that little bit of a reach. He had thought about it. That was really good. So he's letting him know, okay, I think I might be ready. And so here, I'm just going to shut up because this is kind of a cool moment. Just let you guys enjoy it, and subscribe and follow along because we'll post some more little summary videos of our time with this cool horse.